There's new details out on the deadly mid-air collision between that Army Black Hawk chopper and an American Airlines plane in January over the Potomac. A new report from the New York Times says the Army pilot failed to heed her flight instructor's warning just 15 seconds before the deadly crash. The New York Times, reporting the captain missed an order from co-pilot Andrew Eves, who was overseeing her training mission to change course and avoid the descending American Airlines jet. Along with the error, officials finding the pilots accidentally cut off an air traffic controller by pressing a button to talk over the radio. During that moment, investigators believe both pilots did not hear that the American Airlines plane was circling. The report goes on to say the chopper's pilots were using their own visuals instead of air traffic control to avoid other air traffic. The report going on to say the Black Hawk flying too high at the time of the crash. 67 people were killed, marking the deadliest U.S. air disaster since 2001. Good friend to the DMV Zone aviation expert Richard Levy with us tonight. It seems like the allowance here for error was just simply too small, and that's exactly what went wrong. A small error in the grand scheme of things that caused a major traffic aviation disaster, Richard.
That's correct, Marina. They did not alter the altitude or the course of the helicopter. And as you mentioned, when you press down the microphone, it blocks out the radio transmissions. So the Black Hawk did not hear that the CRJ was circling to runway 33. And most importantly, the New York Times talked about visual separation. It says in regular airline flying, do you see that Lufthansa at 12 o'clock, 5 miles? Yes, I do. Maintain visual separation. They never said they positively saw the CRJ.
In your regard, because I know you've flown for more than 40 years, visual separation seems to be a very common practice here. But it's also a risky one, because to your point, if you ask for visual separation, but you're maintaining separation from a plane that you should not be, but another one, that could be deadly, and it seems like that's what happened here. So is this something that we got to course correct on visual separation?
Not a bit, Marina. Interesting what you just said. I would never request visual separation like the Army helicopter did. The controller says, do you see that aircraft at 12 o'clock, 5 miles? Yes, I do. Then I am to maintain visual separation. I would never ask, may I maintain visual separation ever? They had their night goggles on and a lot of lights in the background. It had been very hard to identify positively the CRJ, Marina.
Unfortunate that we continue to hear these mistakes that ultimately led to the demise of the jet and the Black Hawk. Richard, good to see you. Thank you for coming on, even if it was a quick one. Always good to talk to you. Stay with us when we come back, the latest out of Vatican City.